Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and intuitive reader. I have a message today for Aquarius, and to let you know how this works, I have asked my guides to send a message through the cards, and spirit as well, my guides and spirit, to send a message through the cards that is going to be deeply helpful and meaningful for you this week as you navigate what's going on in your world. If you're new to the channel, I strongly encourage you to subscribe so that you can stay in constant and consistent contact with this high vibrational energy every week. The consistent connection with guidance from the other side really helps to make sure you're moving forward in a directed fashion and not just random. So if you're returning to the channel, I am so grateful for you and I am thankful for your presence here today. Let's get started with your reading, because last week we were talking about the trial by fire, and there's a little bit of that continuing, but it doesn't look like it at first. So I don't know, I'm gonna hold all the cards at once, I think. So we've got the Six of Swords for the energy around you this week. This is the energy of healing. It's the energy of putting things back together, and it's a little bit slower moving. I don't really feel you're aligned with this energy. You're kind of just like enjoying things, leaping around, doing fun things. But you're not maybe recognizing the fact that there's been some healing, some trauma that you're trying to heal from, but you're just feeling a lot of vitality from this card with the Nine of Cups. Just a lot of enjoying the water, enjoying things, and enjoying just being. So we have the idea that you need to be a little bit more aware this week that yes, it's nice to enjoy yourself, it's good, but just have a little more awareness because we've got a Seven of Swords coming up. So let me go with those. We've got a lot of wands again, a lot of fire. We've got the Three of Wands going off by herself. Five of Wands is running into the King of Wands, and then the King of Wands is looking down at the Seven of Swords. So there's something deceptive going on with the Seven of Swords, and there's also an unwillingness to see it. I keep being drawn to this Three of Wands, and she's just off in her own direction, and she's totally ignoring what's going on over here. So there's a little bit of reluctance to go to this place and to examine really what happened or what's going on. Oh, I'm starting to see. Okay, you're wanting to just move into the future without looking back at the past. And it's important to look back at the past so you can learn from it so you don't make these same mistakes again in the future. Okay, I love it when they put it all together, and that's why they gave us the healing card, the Six of Swords. That's why they gave it to us. You're unwilling to look at that hurt that happened in the past because you're just like, I want to go forward. Just want to keep moving. Just get me on. Just keep me moving on. So that's what's going on. We've got the Five of Wands, like I said, into the King of Wands. And let's talk about all of these together. So the King of Wands represents you as a master of creativity, a master of innovation, and a master of self-confidence. So I really feel like the energy we're talking about is leadership, it's creativity, and it may even be creative leadership. But there's some pressure that was put on you in the past, and for some reason it's pressure that's coming up now, so you can look at what happened. This King of Wands is looking down at the Seven of Swords, and when I see these two cards together, I just get the heebie-jeebies. I do not like the presence of these two cards together, because this is purity, pure heart, pure will, putting their own creative voice out into the world. And this is deception, which is the opposite of that. It's the opposite of authenticity. It's the opposite of creative power. It's thinking that you don't have enough so that you have to take from someone else. So your creative power was diminished or stolen or taken. And that's something, that's a place, that's a memory, that is an event which you do not like to go back to. And I don't blame you. But the problem is that it made you believe that you were less than whole. It made you believe that you were less than capable and less than yourself. And I mean, this card here, the King of Wands, is so incredibly powerful. And the pressures being put on you, Five of Wands, is putting pressure on you to see it so that you can see that. So you can see how enormous you are. So enormous your creative potential, creative energy is. And what's interesting too is that these energetic swirls come out of the back, his back, but it's opposed to the heart. So it comes out of the back of his heart. So even unconsciously, he's got this big creative energy that comes from the heart, and that gives him his power. When someone or something takes that, he is unempowered and he can't fully be himself. He can't push forward into the direction he wants to be, and he can't develop creatively. And the other problem with that is that creativity is the voice of your soul. It lives in that second chakra, which is right below the empowerment chakra of your solar plexus. It's the creativity that empowers us. And I'm going to say that again because that was a big message. It is the creativity that empowers us. And creativity doesn't have to mean painting or drawing or dancing. Creativity means anything you create. Relationships, your job, your thoughts, your way of looking at the world, your way of solving problems. It's all of that. But you've allowed something else, something outside of you to overshadow it, to take it away, and to dim that light. Like I said, it gives me the heebie-jeebies. It's almost worse to me than the devil card because this is so dark and this is so light. This is so much bigger, but yet he defers to this one. So rather than running away into the future and just wanting to keep moving, it would really benefit you to take some time reflecting in the past and take some time to fully absorb the fact that you willingly gave your power away. Whether it was for acceptance, fear of rejection, which is really kind of the same thing, or fear of your own power. It could be lack of accepting yourself as a powerful being. Whatever it was, if you can really get comfortable or get stuck in to the idea that you were willing to give your power away, that gives you back your control, that gives you back your power, because you can say, all right, I did that in the past. I don't have to do that again in the future. And that is going to allow you to walk into your new light, into your new path, your Three of Wands, your intuitive journey. That is going to allow you to walk there powerfully, unfettered, and sure that you're not going to repeat that mistake again. So you're going to remain empowered and intact. So, geez, that was a big message. If you've got questions about that, please reach out in the comments below. And I invite you to check out my website, True Guidance Tarot. It has a lot of offerings for spiritual seekers just like yourself, people that want to get to a better place and want to continue growing, all sorts of tools to help you with that. So I invite you to check it out, and I look forward to seeing you next week. I'll see you next time.